Right now there is probably something you do every single day that you hate about yourself. Maybe it is scrolling for hours when you know you have work to do. Maybe it is overeating or wasting time on something you promised you would stop doing. You keep telling yourself this is the last time, but somehow the next week you find yourself doing it again. If that's you, in the next few minutes I will show you exactly how to break that cycle and finally quit those bad habits for good. But before we get into that, I want you to imagine you just spent 3 hours at a loud rock concert. The music is so loud you can actually feel the bass thumping in your chest. There are flashing lights everywhere and thousands of people screaming. When you finally step outside, the world feels weirdly quiet. Your ears ringing, the street traffic sounds completely muffled. And when your friend tries to talk to you, you can barely hear them. They sound like they are whispering. Their voice didn't get quieter. Your ears just adapted to the extreme volume you were surrounded by. Your brain follows the exact same principle. When you rapidly expose it to high level of stimulation, social media, junk food, constant entertainment, sets a new massive baseline of what it feels normal. When you try to break the habit with just willpower, your brain goes into panic. It feels like something important is missing. Everything feels boring and empty. That's why most of people give up after 1 or 2 days. I'm going to give you 3 things that will make it easier to break a habit. First thing, kill the trigger. Every habit, whether it's good or bad, starts with a trigger. For example, I noticed something about myself. Every time I picked up my phone to just check one message, I ended up scrolling for hours. You see, the message was the trigger. So, find what triggers your bad habit and cut it. Second thing to do is try to replace the habit. Trying to quit the habit by sheer force rarely works. What actually helps is replacing it with something else. Something that is fun to do, but also not harmful. For example, reading a book, walking, finding a new hobby. Third thing, changing your identity. Habits are not just actions, they are a proof of who you believe you are. If you see yourself as someone who doesn't smoke or doesn't procrastinate or whatever the habit you're trying to fix, your brain acts in line with that identity. The action becomes natural because it matches the person you believe you are.